Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel and to another video. Hope you're all doing really well. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I would love for you to consider subscribing. I do content on lifestyle, becoming that girl, and really leveling up your life, hairstyle, and also skincare videos. So yeah, I would love for you to subscribe. As part of my becoming that girl, I'm going to be discussing 10 things I wish I knew in my 20s that I just wish someone had told me about, you know, because sometimes when you're growing up, you forget, like, you just wish someone had told you some things, you know, just maybe your choices would have been different, you know, you wouldn't have been maybe as disappointed. But these are just some of the things that I kind of wish someone had told me. Or if I had an older sister, I'm the oldest one, so obviously that wasn't going to happen, but if I had someone who would just tell me this stuff, sometimes I feel like, you know, sometimes you feel like your choices would have been a bit different. But anyways, we don't regret the choices we've made, we just wish someone had told us this. So I'm hoping this will reach the right person. So number one is take the time to learn about yourself. We are so pulled back and forth from what social media is giving us, TVs, what everyone is presented, what's in our face, that you just completely forget to just learn and accept all your flaws. Like, you know, you can't have, if you have, like, you know, kinky hair, you have to have straight hair. You want to have curly hair, like, just, or, you know, you can't have a certain body type, you know. And with the nowadays, it's either, you know, BBL, big lips, like those kind of stuff. You just completely forget to learn about, you know, you before all this stuff is put in your face. So really learn to accept your flaws and just accept yourself for who you are. I know that's easy said than done, but take the time to learn about yourself. Take the time to accept your whatever, your nose, your lips, whatever it is that you have insecurities about. Really take the time to accept them and learn about them, because if you don't, someone's gonna say something about it and you trigger it and you will just be upset about it. So definitely do that. It will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of times, okay? Number two is travel the world before you decide to settle down. I am lucky I had traveled and I had also really lived my life. I decided to do that. The one thing I wish I did was maybe pick a different career. I wish I had done that. But I traveled, I didn't settle, I didn't travel as far as like Europe and all that. But once you have kids, like, it's really hard to kind of do this kind of stuff. You have this little person that depends on you and you cannot just move away from it. So definitely take the time to travel, explore the world, get in relationship, get out of it. Don't feel the need to settle with this one guy, because, you know, you never know, is he gonna be, you know, just do not settle until you feel like you're ready. Like, you know, especially in nowadays society where everyone sees red flags, definitely do not settle. Take your time with that and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Another thing is, don't be afraid to dream big. You know, dreaming big is something that we are told to just do this, you know, you're not really encouraged to dream big. I wish someone had told me to dream big, like, dream big, because then that would have instilled more belief in myself, you know, so I can become a better version of myself, that would have instilled that I can achieve anything and not give up on stuff, and I would have dreamed so much more bigger than I probably am. Obviously now I dream a bit more, like a lot more, but I wish I had done that before, then I would have achieved so much more. But just take your time to dream big and go for it. Nothing is out of this world. Okay. The other thing, number four, is you have to accept that sometimes you are the one that's toxic in the relationship or your friendship group. You have to accept that sometimes you are the one that's not kind to people. You are the one, and you have to be the one that acknowledges that yourself. You do not need someone to come to you and say, you made me feel this way. Like, you have to see if I guess you kind of have to put yourself in other people's feet. If that was said to that person, would that make me feel good? You know, you have to sometimes accept that you are the one who is at fault at something, and be accountable for it, and make sure you don't, you know, and don't wait until someone comes and tells you about it, because we are all toxic in a way, and we all have our traits, you know, that someone might not like. But you have to also understand that you also, if a situation happens where you get in a fight with someone, you have to be accountable and also accept your side, that you would have also been involved in that. And don't always think that it's the other person, because you also are part of these things. So you have to accept that. Number 5 is mental health matters, especially in this society where there's just so many things. You feel like you're not good enough when you see everyone else on social media is thriving. And we forget that that's only a sneak part of just a little bit of their life. But you start feeling insecure about yourself. You are not achieving the goals that you want. Your body's not looking a certain way. Like all these things, and that all builds up to your mental health. So mental health is so important, and take it so serious. Please make sure you're looking after your mental health. Find ways to just make sure you are looking after it. And that goes on to number 6, which is find coping mechanism for you to to create a healthy environment for yourself. Whether you go for a walk, whether you isolate yourself, just do that for you. That will help your mental health. That will help you stay sane, pretty much. Just make sure you're working out some ways to cope with that kind of stuff. The other thing is, who you surround yourself with makes a huge difference in your life and the decisions you make. I never really understood this, but recently I have definitely come to learn that the people you surround yourself with will make or break you, pretty much. So pick your friends wisely, and the people. If you see the people you're with and you cannot get rid of them, then maybe the people you follow on social media, make sure they're people that inspire you and the people that you want to become. If you saw my social media right now, it's literally all about people that are the life that I want to live. Like, that's all I see on my social media, because that's who I'm trying to become. People who are at the level that I want to be at, that's who I have on there. The other thing is, your intuition knows so much more than you do. If you're meeting someone or you're in a situation where you just feel unsettled, just stay away from it. Just get away from it, because you know it's not going to be a great outcome for you. So just move and go, because your intuition will tell you so much more than what the eyes and anything else will see. So please listen to your intuition. It's really important. The other thing is, know that you won't have the same friends as you did in high school. Nope, those friends will be long gone once you move to high school, to like university. You'll have new friends, and then you move on to your next chapter of your life and you'll have new friends, and friends either fall out, you outgrow friends, and you start having different friends. So don't think you're gonna have the same friends. Yeah, there are some friendship that you keep throughout your life, but there's some that fall out. Don't think you need to have all of them in your life. No. Another thing is, last one is, it's okay to be silent in situations sometimes. You do not have to be the one who is yuppity yup and feel the need to be talking all the time. Sometimes being silent really makes you take in and see who you're with, and like really see what kind of people or what's coming out of these people's mouth. Because sometimes when you're silent, you tend to observe a lot more than when you feel the need to be talking. I know there are some situations where it gets so awkward, like me, I do not like it when it gets really awkward. I feel the need to say something, but sometimes I just have to remind myself to just zip my mouth and just listen and just observe the conversation that's going on around the room, because that can tell you quite a lot about who you're with, and I guess how people view stuff. People view either things that you are interested in or whatever. And sometimes when you share something and the response, you being quiet and not having to defend yourself all the time, can really tell you a lot about that person. So sometimes I might be like an introvert, like sometimes you would think I'm an introvert. I would be so quiet because like I think there's like a proverb that says sometimes being wise is like being silent is considered being a fool, because you are just there observing everyone and you don't want to be, I guess, just sometimes your side of the story does not need to be heard. You just leave it as it is, and how people view it is up to them. You do not need to feel, you do not have to put in your input into everything. It's okay to just keep it to yourself sometimes and just let other people do that, because it's a really big reveal of what people are like sometimes when you just keep quiet and you observe them. So yeah, honestly guys, these are some of the things I'm doing. Like I said in my previous video, my diary to me, so I'm accountable for the life that I'm trying to, you know, level up to, and just things like that. Really I hope this helps someone, and yeah, you find some sort of useful, and we can all level up together. And yeah, so we are trying to go for this life that is just amazing. So we're gonna deal with this kind of stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, and until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.